What's up everybody, it is Marvel Nerd 2015 here. And what I'm going to be doing today is creating the Mark II Iron Patriot suit seen in Avengers Endgame. I will also be creating James Rhodes, again, from the same movie. The main reason I created him is I have seen really no videos on the Iron Patriot suit, only like one I think, and I didn't even watch it. So yeah, I did this so you guys won't really be bored on only getting the same MCU hero creations that all look very similar. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the creation. Once you have gotten into any available character slot, the first thing you're going to do is go to basic information and of course name him. So his name is Iron Patriot Mark II, very easy, just like that. And of course, this is from the movie Endgame. You can choose a different name, but this is what I'm gonna go with. For his backstory, you can add one, but I don't. For his alignment, just choose good and lawful. And for his abilities, give him martial arts, because he does use his hands. You're also gonna give him a psychic boom, to show how strong he really is. The suit is very powerful. You are also going to give him an assault rifle. I know it's a bit weird, like some guy in like some overpowered suit holding a gun, but he does use guns like on his shoulders and on his arms sometimes. The next ability you're going to give him is laser blast. You could either make it red or white. I don't really know what color it is. Probably one of those two. I believe this is his final ability already. You are going to give him flight. Not super speed. Definitely not super speed. Just take super speed off, sorry about that guys, and just choose flight. For his skin color, just make it the darkest brown skin color. I think that actually looks very accurate to the actor who portrays War Machine and Iron Patriot, whatever you want to call him. Death style doesn't really matter, and for his transformation style, just choose Ascension or Smoke. Going into arm armor, you are going to give him wrist armor. Make them this blue color and the last texture to give it kind of the shinier effect. You're going to do the same with shoulder pads. You're not going to give him forearm pads, but for his gloves, make them the second darkest red, and again the same texture. And the final thing for the arms is interior pads. You're going to make them the 5th grade down, and again the last texture. The chest armor, you are going to give him a belt, again the second darkest red. There you go. And again, the last texture. You are going to give him center armor. For the center armor, the same blue you have been using this whole time. That's the second darkest blue and the last texture. Same for the upper armor. And for the side armor, again, the 5th grade down and the last texture. You are also going to give him X armor. I know I don't give many of my creations X armor, but you will need it for this one. So yeah, it's just going to be very simple. Again, the same color and texture that we've been using. Give him an emblem, and for the emblem, just give him the shield emblem. For the shield emblem, you are going to make it, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look at my notes. The shield emblem is going to be the 4th red down. And you are going to edit the edges and make it this white color. Alright, so I guess you could give him a mouse cover, but I'll come back to that later. You're going to give him a mask. Just give him, for his mask, just make it the no mouse head mask. And for the color, make it the 4th grade down. And again, the last texture to make it shiny. You are going to add lenses, make sure to edit it. And for the lenses, it's going to be the same as the emblem, the same color. This 4th red down. And of course, the glow texture. You could always do white if you don't like the red. So of course, you are going to give him a hood. That's what I do for most of my Iron Man suits. And for the hood, just make it this second darkest blue color. And the last texture. There you go. So next, you are actually going to give him shorts. I know, a bit weird, an Iron Man suit with shorts. Make it this blue color, and again the last texture. Going down into boots, you are going to give him tall super boots, and for the tall super boots, make them again the second darkest blue and the last texture. That's probably very annoying right now, like second darkest red, second darkest blue. You guys are probably over it already. You're gonna go down to suit and make sure to give him a full suit. For the full suit, make it the 4th grade down, and again, the last texture for the shiny effect. You are also gonna give him leg armor. Give him knee pads because that's the only leg armor, which honestly kind of sucks. I really wish they would add a bit more. But for the leg armor, use the 2nd darkest red, and of course the last texture. Like I was saying about the mouse cover, if you don't like how this looks, just give him a bandana. It does look a little weird, so yeah, just make it this blue color and that texture. So I guess that's kind of accurate, but I think it looks a bit better like that. So yeah, that's my interpretation on how to make the Iron Patriot suit Mark II. Once you have swapped identities, you're gonna go to basic information and name him. So his name is James Rhodes. So you are gonna change his skin color, again, the darkest brown. For his jacket, you are gonna give him an open coat. And for the open coat, just make it black. And for the texture, use the 19th texture. It adds a bit of texturing to it, which I think looks very cool. And for his pants, you are just gonna give him normal pants, make them black, and again the 19th texture. Not the 20th, very simple. Into a shirt, you're just gonna give him a normal V-neck. I guess that's pretty accurate. And for the white color, make it the 2nd white. And yeah, that's about it. No texture because, you know, you don't always need a texture for even like just a plain white shirt. For his shoes, just give him normal shoes. Make them black. You're gonna use a lot of black for this because it's kind of just a tuxedo that he wore during the funeral scene. For his accessories, just give him a tie. Make it black. And I guess you could add the 19th texture. It doesn't really matter. So for his facial features, you're gonna go down to the eyebrows. Make sure to give him happy eyebrows. I think those look the best for him. And for his eyes, just give him sad eyes because, you know, it was a very sad moment, especially for him. And the final thing to finally complete this is his mouth. Make sure to give him a sad mouth. I guess you could give him hair, but there are really none that would work at all because his hair is actually very short. Now that we are finally completed with both James Rhodes and the Iron Patriot suit, let's just go see him in all his glory. Here we are in the open world, and as you can see, I think I did a pretty good job on James Rhodes. The detailing does look pretty good because you can see it even though it's on black. Usually, you know, if you put a texture on black, you really can't see it at all. But it kind of gives it this more little like rugged feel, which I think kind of works for the tuxedo. It just adds a bit of detail to it. And I really like that I was able to express James Rhodes' feelings about, you know, Iron Man's death. I think that looks pretty spot on. I kind of wish I was able to give him an accurate hairstyle. That would have been very cool. But, you know, there's really no hairpiece that's even close to how his hair is in the movie. This is a very simple creation. So let's just transform into the Iron Patriot Mark II suit. Here it is in all its glory. Let me just zoom out a bit. I am really happy with the way this turned out. And you know, I wasn't even using a suit glitch or anything, and I think it looks pretty spot on. I think the shiny texture looks very good on this suit especially. I should probably use it for all my Iron Man creations. If you were gonna do a battle damage suit, probably don't use this texture. Find something that's a bit more fitting for it. Yeah, I really like the way the helmet design turned out. It does look pretty accurate, even though, you know, I have to use a hood for it. The overall colors and everything do look pretty accurate as well. I wish the blue was a little bit darker, like barely any, but this was definitely the most accurate blue color you could use for him. The darkest blue would just be way too dark. And the red, I guess it looks pretty good, even though in some lighting it does look a bit pink. But yeah, you could probably change it to the darkest red and it wouldn't really matter too much. The actual emblem looks kind of accurate to the way it is in the suit. It's kind of the same shape and all that. But yeah, it is a bit smaller. And his eyes, again, that's part of the helmet. I think they look pretty good too. The overall design looks recognizable to the Iron Patriot you do see in Endgame. Going into his abilities, the first ability I gave him was martial arts. So yeah, he could kick and punch. Sorry, punch. What even is that? The kicking looks a bit weird for this War Machine or Iron Patriot. I also did give him a psychic boom. That looks really cool. I really like that ability a lot. Let's do that one more time. Okay, there you go. The third ability I gave him was an assault rifle. I know it does look very weird, like, it looks like a knockoff or bootleg Lego figure, like Superman with a gun, but instead it's the Iron Patriot suit with a gun. But yeah, you can shoot it. The only reason I gave this to him again was because he does use like these kinds of guns, just a bit more advanced. So I still gave it to him. The next ability I gave him was laser blast. So yeah, he could just blast like that. I'm not sure if that's the right color, which is a shame. Alright, there you go. And the final ability I gave him was flight. So yeah, I've been giving this to a lot of my creations lately, like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, because they do use it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I'm able to give it to so many characters, because it's so fun to use. I always say that every single video, but it really is true, even though it is a bit broken sometimes. So yeah, there's some meeting going on or something, I don't know what's going on over there. But if you do only have 4 abilities, you didn't buy the 5 ability game pass, I probably recommend you take off, I'm trying to think, maybe Psychic Boom, whatever you choose though, but yeah, probably Psychic Boom. That's kind of the least accurate, even though it is very accurate. It's totally up to you. So yeah, in the comments below, make sure to tell me your thoughts on this creation, how can I improve it, and who should I make next. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe. So bye guys!